Good full pad practice, really a great competition Tuesday practice. Was able to get some live team run work with some tackling, as well as some live 4-minute work into ball game work. So good to continue our physical camp right now. We also, as you saw, had another day of crowd noise and trying to be as live simulation as we can, especially early in the season, being on the road 3 of the first 5 games. So with that, I'll take any questions that you have.
Can we get a couple injury reports on Solo, Voorhees, and Step?
Yeah. Andrew is, he had a minor knee surgery in the off season and just needs a little time. Anytime you have those, sometimes they flare up, and so we're going to give him the rest of the week off and bring him back next week. Solo is he's recovering from foot surgery. They just took out the last screw, so he'll actually be starting to run on the water treadmill, then go into the Alter G, and then moving out here. So he's still a distance away, but good prognosis. He's really feeling good right now. So getting closer. And then Marquise is we're going through concussion protocol, just precautionary. So as he moves on, we'll see where it goes. It's all based on testing. So usually those take a little bit.
Has there been a player that's impressed you that maybe we don't ask about much? I mentioned the big man the other day, Jay Tufeli. I think he's having a great camp, as well as Hunter Eccles has done some nice stuff off the edge. That was in the scrimmage. Those are 2 defenders. Kanai Moaga, I think for a young person, is really playing at a high level. Behind Jordan Iosefa, gives us the ability to spell Jordan and become an emergency stack linebacker if needed. We feel good about that. In the back end, I think Greg Johnson's competing at a very high level right now, and really like what he's doing. He's pushing Isaiah Langley and really raising Isaiah's game up too. So that's a really nice battle going on. Offensively, I can't say enough about Austin Jackson, and I think Elijah Vera Tucker is really coming on, which is nice to see for a kid that was redshirted last year and is going into his second year. So those are some of the guys that have jumped out at us early in camp.
How different is it when you get a couple injuries, like Coach Nansen was talking about not having Porter and Cam as a real plus?
Yeah.
Because it's allowing you, that wouldn't have been a plus in previous years.
No, I think that it's allowed us to, get some other guys ready, which is great. I think the guys that are benefiting from it is Hunter and Giuliano are benefiting, and Connor Murphy. They're getting a lot of reps right now, and Porter's, as you can see, is out here being a second coach with Coach Nansen, which is great. So it's really helped our young kids. We're planning on playing a lot of kids, and the more they get those valuable reps, the more it helps. So good Lord was watching after us, just enough not to probably miss a game, but enough to be able to give some young kids some reps.
Your schedule, UNLV, Stanford, and Texas. How does that play in, or does it, when you start deciding who you want your quarterback to be?
It doesn't. It really doesn't. In this situation, like I said, the best player is going to play. None of them have really played besides Matt in live games, and that's very limited for Matt. So for us, it's going to be the guy that's performing the best, not only here but in these preseason games, and being able to see what goes on there. But like I said before, I really think in these first 3 games, it's not really going to be about the quarterback. It's going to be about us playing great team football, playing great defense, playing great special teams. And like today, I was really pleased with the team run segment offensively. It's something that we're really going to have to lean on early in the season to take a little pressure off a young quarterback.
Has there been any separation in that quarterback battle?
I'm going to sit down after this week and look at the 2 preseason games and kind of see where we are and evaluate where we are. It doesn't mean I'm making a final decision, but after one preseason game, I sat down, both myself and Coach Ellis sat down with the quarterbacks and visited with them, told them, exactly what their strengths in this camp have been, where their area of improvement need to be, to win the job, and taking the time to provide clarity for them on what they need to improve on for these upcoming weeks. But I'm really going to see the summation of a lot of practices and some preseason games before making a decision.
Clay, you've talked a lot about wanting to be able to rotate more guys on the lines, and how important is Tufele showing what he's shown for that purpose for this team?
I think that the younger people that are stepping up right now, I think of the second-year kids, Jay Tufele, Marlon being healthy, and now being able to spell Brandon Peely. I think about Alean Jimmins. You see him in one of our bigger packages now coming on board. His first opportunity gets to play. They're big men. They're all 300-pound men that are out there and being able to roll. So our youth is finally showing up. We had to redshirt some kids last year and let them grow up, and now we're seeing the dividends. And Lord help us, knock on wood, that we'll stay healthy, because we have a true two and a half deep right now that's pretty dang solid.
When did you first start to notice that light kind of come on for Jay Tufele?
I tell you what, I said it in the team meeting when I was bragging on him. You could really start to see it in spring. I've always believed when your life is right off the field and you're doing everything right off the field, it comes on the field as well. All of a sudden, he's the first one in study hall and the last one to leave. He's making great grades. He's putting into extra work. I can't get him out of the weight room. He's the guy that's taking care of his body. He's really becoming a mature soul, and everything is right off that field. And then all of a sudden, you put that big body with that talent and the discipline that he has, and you put it on the field, man, it pays dividends. And credit to him. I put it in front of the entire team because I truly believe that when things are going right for you off the field, it's gonna happen on the field for you too.
How often do you do that with the entire team? Point out one guy?
I celebrate effort. I celebrate doing things the right way, and then just as and the other part is the hard part, when you point out things that aren't right and be brutal. They respect both sides. Being able to, celebrate and congratulate guys that are doing it the right way, but also to be brutally honest and point out, hey, this is wrong. This is not us. This is not the Trojan way. Point those things out, whether it's on or off the field, and not so everybody knows, and everybody can help as a family address an issue and get it better.